A happy hoarder here. Oh my gosh. And I do have an echo. Okay, so tonight we are trying to do this with two things, and I asked my husband to take this far away from me, but this is my Bluetooth speaker I'm trying out to see, and I can hear my echo in it. So hang on, let me move it where I can't hear it. Sorry about that. It was, I thought my husband had taken it and moved it before he walked out the door. Hi, everybody who has joined me early. Hey, Deb and Robin for joining me before back, so we could visit before I got started. And thank you so much, Jerry, for joining us too. And then who was it? Kathleen has joined us, and what else? Oh my goodness. So Robin, Jerry, and thank y'all so much for being here. Another friend of ours is live right now. We're like, I just got off of his to come do this. So let me kind of catch you up where I am. If you didn't get a chance to see it, I am turning my little dolls, my little porcelain dolls that just have the typical porcelain faces, and I don't have one handy, but here's one that I had repainted. But this one is going to be a ghost. So she's got this kind of spooky look, and my sister saw them all lined up. She said, looks like the thing from the Haunted Mansion, the little heads from the Haunted Mansion from uh, Walt Disney World, or which one ever went to Disney World. Yeah, Disney World and Land. But anyway, so there she is. But what I'm working on tonight is this people need some arms and legs. So how I'm doing this is, first of all, I needed to make myself like a little guide to go by. You're not in this discussion yet, so hang on. And this might not be a very long show today because I'm a little bit winded. I'm not feeling too great tonight. Hey, Danielle. Oh, so thanks for joining me, Danny. Sorry about that high-pitched voice there again. That keeps happening. So I took a regular, like 6-foot man. I shrunk him down to what would be a 5'9" man, and doing this is 1/12 scale. So he, because in the Victorian period, men were typically shorter, and I've made the one. So the woman was on the same thing. I pulled this off the internet. I wish I ought to giving them credit where I found it, but I don't know. So I took my baling wire. This is just baling wire that I thrifted at an estate sale. I know, I find the weirdest stuff. Bigger, and we have used this stuff for more things. It's crazy. So I measured out how tall she needed to be based on the height of this, and how long I wanted her arm to be based on the length of this arm. So I can show you. Now I have this new setup, but I didn't want to pull it out yet. And I will sit it down. And I'm going to switch over. I kind of said hi to everybody, so let me pop that over. So we're going to try this. Let me know if there's any sound issues that I need to work at. So we'll see how that works. And I do have the air. Now I could hear the echo. It was too close to me. It can't be near me. Yeah, I know it's got to still reach. I know. So many things you got to jump, hoops you got to jump through. So I have her a little bit shorter than my mannequin thing here. It's okay as long as she's not taller. So there's that. So that's kind of where I got my idea on how tall she's going to be. And what you do is you do one side of the body first, like this. And now I wish there was, can I move over closer maybe? And so what I'm using, my studio is a hot mess. I'm glad that we're doing this thing. I hope I get to be a part of it, because right now my studio is the most unorganized mess ever. Sneak over here a little bit more. So I took my baling wire and I wrapped it with this. In the olden days, let me grab this one that's falling apart. I have all my stuff. I've been so busy doing a million things today, I didn't get anything done. So this is typically how they're made. I'll show you down here, where it's just one side and the other. Now this one, I don't like, it's coming unglued. I can't quite figure out what to do. So I don't feel like that's the right shoe for this particular leg either. I'm probably going to end up taking these completely apart. But this is the material that they use. It's almost like gauze, and it's very stretchy. I could not find it, but I did find this stuff called crochet tape. So I'm trying that, and it's working out pretty well. So I did one layer first. Now see, this one actually has padding under it. I don't have any padding. I do not have this. It's not going to have me keep bumping my thing. This is the padding that they used back in the day. I don't have any of this. I can't even find this stuff. I can't even imagine what this is. So I don't have that. 2 coats of this, because I had to buy like a bunch of this. You can see this is a lot, and it doesn't take much. So I wrapped my wire. First of all, I put my wire in, and I'll give you an example of that because this is the fun stuff. If you want to buy these kits. Now, if you don't want to make these kits, let me show you another little trick I've learned. Oh wait, no, I already cut one. So you just like measure it out and then you bend it to get kind of your idea. But I've already got one made with a shoe on it. So at this point, the most important thing is to keep my arms of this particular doll the same size. And what happens is, depending on how much mold is in here, how thick it is, that distance can change. So you kind of have to play with it a minute. And I do have to keep my air going because it's been so hot here. Hey, Annie, thanks for joining us. I appreciate that. So hey, another thing when making these dolls, make sure you didn't just pick up the same hand again like I just did. Put that hand back because I need the opposite hand. Just this one. How did I manage that? Where's that hand? I know I had my hand. Oh, here it is. So both of my other hands have got some. I can still hear that echo. Can y'all hear an echo? Can y'all hear my air? Annie, I am making my doll. Wow, that thing's going to make me crazy. I know y'all can't hear that echo, but I can hear it loud and clear. We have to go check on that. So my fingers were messed up and I need to do some work on them. So what I did, like this one had chipped fingers, and I just realized I don't like how thick that thumb is. So I can't really paint my other hand now because I'm waiting for this to dry. It's always a thing. Have you ever noticed? Can't quite get it together. Y'all have those days? Because that would be me all day. So I mixed up epoxy, and epoxy is this 2-part product right here. And I created and I mix it. You need to wear gloves while you're mixing it, but you apparently can handle it when you're not once it's mixed. I don't know why that's a thing. But on here you can see my thumb. You can see where I've added that thumb in. Maybe, I don't know. Is it focusing? It's so tiny. I know. We're asking this stuff to do a lot of work. Hang on a second. Let me see if there's something wrong with how this is coming through. Maybe that's the problem. If y'all can't see on this camera, y'all let me know. Is it coming through bad? It's hard. It's so hard for me to tell from here until I go to look at my video and go, what? Oh my gosh. So anyway, I can sand this down once it's completely dry. Right now it's still curing. I just made these. So I added that thumb, and you're going to measure down, and I'll just go ahead and use this thumb because it's in better shape. And so I know that these shoes have like a little buckle on here, and that's the hand that's got to go with it. But this one has no hole. I have to kind of drill out a hole in it. And I have yet to find something to drill out, but I brought a file in here. Let me see if I can get the file to work. Oh my goodness, all the things. So yeah, that's working. Woohoo, good. I can get in there now. So now I can just kind of measure out how long I want my hand to be. And this one, how's that working out? Needs to come off about 1/2 inch. No, Jerry doesn't measure anything. It's just all winging it. You know, it'll work out. Oh, it'll be fine. Let me see what I got to work with. Pretty darn close, if you ask me. Now, and then I'm just going to use hot glue. I know they used a lot of hot glue back in the day. Not even. I don't even know if they glued these back then. Okay, get my hand lined up. And then I can start wrapping. After I unglue it from my fingers, my yarn. I'll probably just a little bit. Oh, always remember to pull your yarn out of the center because that's not fun at all when you're dealing with that mess. So what's going on? So yes, I'm making the doll. Wait, she doesn't have enough dolls. No, I have to make some more. But speaking of making it, epoxy is a pretty good product to work with. As far as I have mended some dolls and things with this product, and it does really well. It is not ceramic by any means, and it's a little bit different texture. But like as far as adding that thumb, it's going to stick. I also took 2 high heel shoes that were not going to work for this doll. that I'm doing because it's a child and I didn't want it in heels. So I made little boots, teensy boots. And let me tell you, not easy. Let me see my boots. No lighting. Lighting? Oh, that was right. Still trying to work all this out, guys. Never can quite get it together. I was going to get that light on, but yeah, so I made these tiny boots, and that's what I did when I did her. I had one foot that had a boot, but the other boot was different. It was more of a shoe kind of thing, so I made it into a boot. And y'all, I can't tell which one I did. I'm gonna guess I did that one only because it looks better. Because that's kind of, I think I did a better job than they did. But it's kind of fun because you sculpt with it, and it is really a neat product to work with. So what I did, I had a little bit left over, so I had this one. Tiny little hand, and after it's dry you can still work with it. In fact, you can work with it for a little bit longer. It was just really soft when I was working with it. Turn that in a little bit more. I can come back in and still do some work on it, and you can make like another arm in this case, or just make your doll completely out of this. So now that this is set a little bit better, I can come back in and do some more details on this hand. I'm telling you, this stuff was so soft. Oh my gosh, it was so hard to work with at first on this teeny tiny project. But you can see you can just kind of sculpt it. And I'm just using this, and you can use any sculpting tools. I'll make those fingers a little bit skinnier. So that is what I did to kind of help me out with some of these one-armed wonders I have running around here. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap a first wrap on this doll, and I do still need to do like the charcoal on these other hands. I have some other hands we can work on. It just happened to be that the thumbs on both of my dolls were broken on both the same hand. Yeah, it's going to be a day all day, isn't it? So yeah, so where do I buy balsa wood? I don't. I just kind of looked upon some, but I do know that our local Hobby Lobby has some, but it is always in the closer to the trains. So if you're looking for balsa wood, go look over in the train section of your craft stores. I don't do a lot with that, but I know some people like carve with it and things like that. Oh, so wait, she doesn't have, oh, thank you. I guess that was when you were talking about Becky. I'm kind of trying to read my comments down there. Now, once you get down here, I'm going to go ahead and pop it with some glue, and then you can build up your body. But all I did was do my charcoal, and I'll do some more shoes here in a minute. I just kind of wanted to get different stages done, and you can just keep building them up. I think you can go, I'm going to wrap over that seam right there where the doll typically joins in. And like I said, normally you would use that foam that I do not have. So I'm like, well, I don't have the foam. So I think I can just use my, my yarn for this. And now I'm seeing a problem already. Where's that other product I had? I do have some foam like this, but my foam is so thick, and I just didn't think, I couldn't really work with it like that. You know, I'm looking at that. I don't think I like that going over that. I think I'm just going to stay under it. Yeah, because it's going to be so hard to get it back to balance. I don't want her that big. She's going to get really pudgy if I use that. I'm also dealing with some glue here sticking out. All right, so then you're just going to keep wrapping it until you get her the thickness you want her. And I like to think her legs are going to be thicker. What I noticed on the older dolls that I have, they're coming apart over time. They start to pull apart, and I need to come up with a solution for all the dolls that I have that have starting to come apart, and what I can do to fix those, other than just rewrap them. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. I'm heading out for now. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate that. Oh, it's good to see you. And I'm trying to just do a tiny bit of an overlap now. Like, all this is going to have clothing on it, so you're never going to see it, but you still want enough of the body to be substantial under their clothes. Now, she's going to be a ghost, so the fact that she's natural colored, this color is not really going to work for her. I really need them to be white, but I have some white fabric. I was thinking about ripping it and making And I also was thinking gauze, just go get some gauze, like first aid gauze. Why couldn't I just use that? Because I don't have any. All I have is like gauze pads. I thought you could buy rolls of gauze. Is that not a thing? I don't remember. Entire body. Because you see what happens. See what's twisting? It's getting not fun to work with. See, but you can cut it and start all over. Yeah, this is where that if I had the foam, oh, it would be nice. So I was trying to think of what do they make this like a foam? If y'all can think of where you can buy like a strip foam, I keep thinking of first aid stuff for some reason. But this is like a foam tape. And I looked it up and everything. Let me give you a better shot of what this looks like. I'm so used to not having a camera here. But see how this is? Well, it's curled because it's been wrapped for so long. I don't know what this is. I mean, it's like, yeah, very thin. Oh, and after working with this framework that I have, like I don't have that overhead camera thing. I just got this framework when those people gave me a photo cube to do a review of, and I didn't like it at all because it was such a pain to set up and then take down and set up. If you want something like that, it's okay. If you need something permanent, it's great and inexpensive. But if you have something permanent, you probably would do something for a lot less money. I'm just saying. But what I did is I used the framework to create a place for my lighting and for to be attached to, which is the lighting from the cube, and for my camera to attach to. So if I do it overhead, I can't get it this in my face. It's like right here, and I can't handle that. All right, so you take these two pieces like this, and you're going to attach the two together to make the body. Let's kind of give you a little quick. I know I need to put some more stuff on that one. And then you put the head here. Once you got everybody wrapped up the way you want them, that's how you build your doll. I'm going to set her down, give you an idea. Let's see, my doll's got a big old head. Now, I have learned after doing her, wait until you have finished before you do the hair. Even though I wanted her to have kind of messed up hair, I didn't want it that messed up. So she just kept getting more and more messed up. But that's okay because she's I want her to have neat. Even though she's a ghost, I still would like her to have kind of neat hair. So I started out simply by painting. Okay, when you get these dolls, by the way, typically you're going to be dealing with a lot of rough areas, and I have scraped it. I also took a file. Let me see, where's my file? It's one of these like little jewelry files, and I have tried to sand off most of those details, those little seams. It does not come off easily. I just want you to know, but I did try to do that. And then I'm still kind of working on this one. Let me see. So I'm using my charcoal pencil, and this is a soft one because softs do have they're so much easier. I have glue on my hand, by the way. So much easier to manipulate with the brushes. And I have so much glue. I just glue the mess out of my hand. Y'all ever do that? You get so much glue. It's a stick tape. It's a stick tape. Gotta go. Thank you for stopping in, Annie. It's a stick tape that the stuff on the stuff of the after blood work. No, the only reason I'm a little bit worried to work with that stuff is because it does have a lot of rubber. I know this is foam rubber and it breaks down, and I don't know how badly that would break down over time. So that's some of the other things. Because I have a lot of tape, just tape, So I'm just going to go through and kind of using my brush, soften all that gray area, that black down, and kind of gray it out. Also using my kneaded eraser if I put it somewhere where I really don't want it to be. You can take that off too. Because on these dolls, the most important thing is that they're white and that the black only acts as just something to give them dimension. You don't want a whole lot of details to show up. There should be a button right there, but like I said, this one is not made that well. Yeah, you might want to try to make your own dolls, but you can do everything I'm doing and build your own, actually sculpt your own dolls this way. And then the other thing is, I've noticed you can buy heads a lot. It's sometimes that you can't find the arms and legs, but this is a good way. And she's got like a little chip in her foot. I just noticed as I did this. She actually has a chip. Nah, I don't have any of that stuff left over. Actually, I do. Oh, it's hard. So I made I had a little bit left over. So anytime you have any of this stuff left over, make something. I made a croissant. Yeah, it looks weird because it's gray. But as you hear it, it's getting hard already. So I've been playing with my huge hoard. I've been trying to get some. I've been mostly looking up stuff to list on eBay to see how it's going. Um, I really don't need to be bothering with this thumb right now because it will never set if I don't quit messing with it. There's my knife. I just smushed her thumb. It's just now, it's still soft enough that it can be shaped. Don't like I did that. I mean, she had just the tiniest little chips, kind of like on this foot. It's got a teeny tiny chip right there on the toe. So, what's my leg? Kind of want to make sure it's matching my other. I got a little bit more black on that one. I ended up, after I did my dolls during the show, I spent hours really trying to perfect that face because I just kind of knew what I wanted it to look like and I wanted a little bit more details on it. And that face changed so many times. All of their little faces changed a lot during my working on them phase, which is why I love doing dolls. I mean, I love making the little faces. I did, and I found out if you're following my Instagram, any of my Instagram stuff, I did find out about the minis in July thing going on with, hey, Pat, thank you for jumping in. Say, well, hello to you. And there is going to be a minis all in July, and there is a calendar of events. So you just post. I don't think you have to post every day, but it definitely encourages, you to post every day. But you make something, it gives you a prompt on what you can do every day. And just you want to obviously put the proper hashtags in. So when that dries and I can work on that hand, but basically I can kind of work on the fingers right now, is you want to get in there and make those fingers. The pencil won't go down in the pencil. It won't go down in there. I'm just going to kind of color around it and then kind of chase them in there. I've got a humidifier on and an air conditioner trying to keep my studio from melting. It will. Yeah. I know, once again, white floral type is sticky. That foam is actually not sticky, and neither is this yarn. You don't really want sticky, and that's why I was really hesitant about using the tape that I have. But I am just worried about the longevity of that stickiness, what it's going to do, because you can get chemical reactions. I'm trying to keep her as white as possible. It could cause the fabric around it to yellow. So I'm just a little bit afraid of using that material. And that's why it'd be easy. It'd be easy if I could just do that. But no, got to make it difficult. Yeah, Pat Doodles, by the way, she makes dolls. If she's still on here, yeah, she makes little dolls. And they have a thing on Fridays that they do, and it's really cute. So as soon as that thumb dries, I can do some more work on that. So yeah, that's all I do is come in here with the details with my brush, and it's really fun. Congrats, you guys, little dirty hands. I don't draw my finger. These fingers there's just no details in them left. The more you pull from a mold, the worse the details that kind of get washed out over time. This one's obviously been done a lot. Let me see, I just go back and forth. Highlights and lowlights. Now I do like to extend these fingers just a little bit more than they are because she is a little bit older. I have children and I don't want their fingers as long, but since she's an adult, I am going to kind of draw extra fingers on her, or at least the shadows of where it looks like her fingers are supposed to be. Anyway, a little bit of racing. So there is that side of her body, And there's this side, and I'm going to wrap that one. And then I can read some comments. What's going on? Got any good comments going on? Carrie, not sorry. Hey, Carrie, thank you for joining me. I appreciate that. Carrie is also an artist who does a lot of cool stuff, and she is part of the. You do the craft show on Fridays as well, and she does, and that is on. Well, I don't know. I guess everybody's channel does it. Not quite sure how that works, but I know that Helen from. New England Thrifters, she is kind of does that. And these ladies also do these fun sales, live sales, and I enjoy watching those. It's just like I'm lurking. I'm usually lurking and working, but I love to see the stuff that they found and they're well. And then and just the stories, just the storytelling. It's fun. And so Carrie rhymes with sorry. That's right. That is right. And I knew that, Kari. I knew that because I was watching it and someone said that, and you said that, and I said, "Oh, I bet you." When you said you didn't say that part, I said, "I bet her name is Kari." Yep. So yes, people, that is Kari. That's why it says Kari, not sorry, because it rhymes. So that's to help you remember. It's okay, Kari. I'm one G, one E, one R, one I. I've had to spell my name my whole life. I'm so with you, girl. I know exactly what you're talking about. So good job. Miss Pat. It is Miss Pat. That's right. Everybody calls her Miss Pat. Yeah, Miss Pat does a lot of really sweet dolls. And just whips those suckers. I'm so fast. Girl, I'm the worst. I'm so slow. One thing about this yarn, it does stretch, and I want it to stretch the other way. I want to stretch fat, not skinny, but I keep pulling it really tight. I got to quit doing that. You want to kind of keep it loose. So obviously, I don't want to get too heavy on her arms. Probably the upper arms, try to keep that body shape. Like with her, I mean, I really figured it out. I gave her the booty, the big thighs, because she's not chubby. Yeah, so I had fun making her. So when you get it all together, you can add a lot more details. I may have to put another row of this. But yes, I did learn the hard way. Don't do their hair until you're done, because between all the stuff you do to them, even building their clothing, their hair is going to be, well, pretty much a hot mess. Just like mine always is. If I'm getting out of camera, y'all let me know. So I go, yeah, you're doing it again. Yeah, so it didn't work putting that camera over my head because I was, it was like in my way. Good. I just got, I don't like things hanging over my head like that. I think that's a good place. Do I want to put another row? Yeah, I'm put one more thing on this one. If I can get the wrinkles out, get the twists out of it. So what's everybody? Yes, everyone thinks my name is Patricia, but Patricia now it's Patrika. Oh, really? I like that. I like that a lot. It is a pretty name. That is awesome. So I did not participate in this month's Gothic Girls. It was a really cute one. So I still would encourage you to go watch the videos. And the Gothic Girls for this month was Bridesmaids. And I just didn't have time to really, I had so much going on. I was like, I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry. That was not inspiring, but it was cute because, it's June and that was a great idea. It just wasn't I don't know, just didn't. One thing I did though, I did go look in Barbie clothes to see if I had some really good like 80s style Barbies. My reunion, my college reunion was taking place, and looking back at the pictures around that time when we were dressed up, there's a picture of me floating around with this horrible dress on with the big sleeves, the puffy sleeves. I said, I look like I'm wearing a curtain. That fabric, the chintz. Yeah, that one of those. So I said if I could find an outfit like that, that would be the ultimate thing a poor little bridesmaid would have to wear. Okay, my glue sticking to my tray over here. Yes, I killed my glue gun. I was watching Robin's was commenting on another video where she had burned up her glue gun, and I was like, yeah, I did mine too. I left it on, burned it up. And it's bad because I'm talking days of it being on. Not I just left it walked out of here with the glue gun on. So that's not good. And so I've put a yellow flag, caution tape on my glue gun, so I'll remember not to do that next time. Yeah, so then you'll take their body, and you're going to, now I think I would need foam for this. I think she needs a little bit more body. So I was thinking about definitely wanting to use some foam on this one. I'm just going to rip some off and see what I can do. I don't know why I wouldn't. I know during the time they didn't have glue guns, but I have a glue gun, so why don't I just use it to stick my body together? My uppers. Let that sit a minute. Oh, no, it didn't stick. No, second. As I had this, like I said, I kind of want to go over her with something white in the end, just to make sure she's white under her very sheer clothing. I will show you this while that stick to my fingers. So I did a little research on Victorian ghost and what people perceived as a Victorian ghost. And what I noticed is they weren't wearing their formal wear. They were typically wearing some form of nightgown. And unfortunately, this picture came out terrible. And when I printed it in black and white, so let me see which one's better. That one, yeah. So what it is, I know it's really bad, but a lot of lace, very sheer fabric, which I loved. I love the little details, a lot of ruffles and things like that. Lots going on around the neck with the ruffles. And then I love this little decorative stuff here. Of course, I'd want to keep everything white. So I'm very inspired by this dress for her, for the mother. And then for the children, I have this precious little dress here. And I said, I'm going to do it all in white. I'm pretty sure I just froze up. I have a white satin, maybe even to use. And I kind of, because I don't know. I don't know why I thought children need to be in their real clothes and why they buried the mother in her nightgown. I don't know. But I do have white satin. I hate working with white satin. And I think we all know why. It's frayed so bad. So I do love this little dress. And I think that's a cute style. And I love this for the boy. Of course, these would be white. And I'm like, do I have white velvet anywhere? If I had white velvet, nailed it. But I don't think I have white velvet. But we'll see. We'll see what I have. Something white. But let me has a cummerbund. What? That's a cummerbund on him. I don't know if you can see in the picture. Why would a little kid wear a cummerbund? Love all the lace, though. And as I was going through my lace, what I was discovering the hard way was that I had a lot of ecru's and off-whites. They're beautiful, but I don't have whites. I need whites. Really pretty vintage looking whites. So that kind of struck me as, really? That happened? How do you have a huge hoard of lace and none of which are the colors you want? And I don't want to get charcoal on this. I'm moving my charcoal out of the way. Yeah. But if worst comes to worst, I can always go buy some. Now, worst comes to worst, I go to Rolling Hills and find some. Because I'm always finding those things that I need at Rolling Hills. Yay. So I am going to come back and back up my body with them. And I tell you, having this right here is a great idea because it does give you a cutoff point, because I know I need to cut her legs off. I mean, right here, maybe a couple more wraps. I do want that to sort of overlap a little bit. This woman's got to sit. You want her legs to bend naturally. So anybody, I know. Well, yeah, that's another thing. I could do some embroidery on that. Maybe that's why I really am looking for my old handkerchiefs that are kind of have holes in them anyway. That's got the best stuff, the finest lace, that kind of stuff. Because I say fine, I mean as in very thin, tiny details and stuff, like perfect for this. Let me get you out of the way. So she's like, yay. Go ahead and bend her arms down so I don't get confused as I'm building her body. So I wanted to try a little bit of this for her upper. Now this one does not have a decolletage. The way she does, she has a chest plate. So her outfit is going to be have to be high collared on her. So I'm just going to kind of help her out a little bit with this. Give her a little extra oomph. And like I said, there's no fancy way to do this because the clothing I'm going to put on her is going to be glued on. I am not making a dress because seams tend to make it very bulky. And I've been watching some other details that people do using fabrics with the miniatures, and I'm going to use glue and water and actually shape the dress, and it will be stiff. But I would rather it be stiff where I need it to be, not everywhere, but in order to kind of get in the gathers and do things like that, so I can put more details in it. So we'll see. I'm kind of beef up her back end too. Kind of try to keep that shape of a human being right here. I'm giving her a little booty. Woman needs a booty. Not something you see on most of these dolls. They use it. I'm going to give mine a little bit of shape, like I did the other one. And then when I put the stuff on, I'll really cinch in her waist because they just did that. That was the thing. I'm kind of scared of that glue gun. That is the hottest glue gun I own. I need to go empty out my other glue gun that has like an industrial hot glue in it that I don't like because it's yellow colored and I don't like it. So I don't like to use it. And it's just got to get that piece out and I can use it. Yeah, I think it'll be fun to go in and just do some little extra details on these dolls. That's what makes them really special, especially like in sculpting the shoes. I made sure I put some wrinkles in there, like where it had folded and things like that. Okay, and then now so you can kind of see her taking shape here, her little body. And then I definitely know that I want a little see what I can do. They tended to have their tops smushed down anyway because that's just what they did. I'm going to give her one of those cross your heart bras first, and that will help kind of tie it back into this. Hey, there's no method to I've never made one of these like this before, so it's not the rule. It's just what I'm doing. But I definitely want to cinch her into a tiny waist. So I'm pulling it. So one thing I liked about this stuff is you can pull it really tight and you see it will cinch up and then you can relax and it will loosen up some. In the back end area, I wanted to do, like where her booty would be. A second. I'm going to pop some glue right there. Just keep that straight. I'm kind of sculpting her as I go. Let that set a minute. Anyway, here's what I do. I need a glue gun. Everybody needs a glue gun. Got to have a glue gun. Absolutely. Oops, I'm going to go this way. I definitely don't want to put a lot of fabric on her waist. I want to kind of avoid her waist now because I want to keep it small as possible. All right, and then now that kind of gave me a nice shape to go by. This is where it gets kind of tricky. And I think I'm just going to cut. I don't like the way my piece, if I get long, it gets twisty. I have to keep cutting it off. So I definitely want to take advantage of this stuff being able to get thicker. Like it does, like this. If I keep pulling at it, it becomes a little bit of a problem. Nancy, is Nancy here? I didn't see Nancy come up. Where's Nancy? Nancy, are you here? Nancy got a lot going on right now, so I did not. Oh, there she is, watching TV. Oh, she's watching TV. That's okay. I've done that. Yeah, because my husband comes in, we start watching some shows, try to catch up on shows we wanted to watch together, and I've usually got several things going on at once. I'm doing something. I'm, multitasking. So I'm trying to keep this a lot looser as I go up her body. I'll get all twisty. And I guess, I could just keep popping some glue on there to help hold it in place if I needed to. 'Cause I don't want all this foam to show. I don't want you as big as your cook now. Come on. I don't like where that is. If you'll ever have an ace bandage on anybody, that's on someone else, not yourself. Yes, kind of like that, Yeah. And the nice thing about this, I could glue that, or I can just cut it off. And I'm going to cut it off. That's easier to work with. So I don't like to do these live if I've never done one before. And I did her, but that doesn't help, as she's a totally different build. Yeah, see, I want that to fill in more right there. All right, I'm going to do like I did. I don't want her to get a big old hips like the other one did, but I figured it out. I kept wrapping like in a crisscross fashion, and I would come and do like this side of her booty. If you want a good workout plan, this is it. Get you some ace bandage and wrap your booty up like this in this crisscross fashion. And so far, she's held together. I mean, that's the thing. She has held together. But see, that one's not going to, because she's not as hippie as the other one is. Yeah, sliding down. Easter's not going to work tonight. I'm not surprised. It's been a day all day. You know those days, guys? They're just not going to happen for you, is it? I said they make theirs very tubular. I am really trying to give mine some personality under their clothing, make them a little bit more substantial, and that is not working. And I'm frozen up. Okay. They did, little bitty boys did, and they wore them because, like toddlers and all that, because they were growing so fast, and it was easier to just hem the dresses than it was to and let the hem out, than it was to keep them in little short pants. Yeah, so I'm going to incorporate the glue on this. This is the only way to make it work the way I want it to. That's going to be the trick. Got to do it around some glue. And it's very hot, so it's hard to get excited about doing it this way, because hot glue being the key word here. Hot glue. But I do like that method where you go over and make like an X. It does make for a better body. I don't know if I can keep that glue hot long enough to go around them. We'll see. Gonna keep whacking that piece all the time. Woman, you're gonna have to get your arms about the way. The hair in the way. Okay, hot glue. Remember the word? Hot glue. Keep getting glue on me. So I made this project that required a lot of hot glue. I've got glue strings all over the place in my house. I mean, my studio. It's horrible. I made the biggest mess. All right, woman, we're going to start trying a new direction on you. Nope, I don't like that. I like what I'm doing. Yep, that has some more hot glue. I must just go ahead and set it down in front of me. Yeah, I would like to try to keep it as original as possible as how they built these originally. But I don't think that's going to happen. Now without the proper materials. See, I like this side. Let me put it over here. See, this is doing pretty much what I want it to do. But that side, not cooperating. Look what it did right here. Stuck to the wrong part. I'll get you to slide down some. Who knew? I think the kids will be easier. They don't need a shape. And then that. I really want to get the part where I can at least glue her little head on so I can see what to do. All right. I don't like that look. Trying to figure out where to end this. Oh, I like where that's going. Yeah, just take up the back. It's just, can you imagine doing this to yourself, wrapping yourself up like this? I don't like that my yarn did that right there. I don't like my foam showing. That's okay. She's going to have a clothes on under her clothes, right? I mean, she will because I do need her to be, so definitely want her to have a tight waist. So definitely pull it tight around that waist. I don't know. Maybe if I had come and done this way first, and then done the cross pieces, that would look kind of cool. I don't know. Let me put some glue down before I call that a day. Oh my gosh! I just melted my tabletop. I tell you, I hate that glue gun. I do need to solve the glue gun issues. So big time need to do that. All right. And not liking this one, not wanting to stick, that's for sure. Yeah, it's kind of just wanting to really keep that good shape going on her. And get some top going. So we can do with that. It's just too much fabric. All right, cutting it off. Right there. Which was kind of what my plan was anyway. I know I still have to do her thighs, but I'm trying to get it balanced first. And that can always come back and do the thighs. You stick it right there. Yeah, how they did before the days of hot glue. What we got, little boys, So this is probably going to be a short one tonight because like I said, I'm not feeling that great. I did get sleep because I took medicine to help me sleep. And the medicine's making me feel like today. It's your mommy. It is a mummy. It's the mummy. Mummy. Okay, that is fixing to be a disaster. I set this down on this kind of a silicone mat, but boy did not like that hot glue gun. I'll tell you that much. I'm back to my cross your heart bra idea. Nope, slipping. It's slipping. But I really want you to do this. I really want you to work. See my problem? That's going there. Why can't you just come up here and go like right from here down? Why are you separating? Like that. That would look so much nicer, wouldn't it? We're going to make it work. We're just not going to pull it so tight. Okay. Put some glue in here. Get that head separated. All right. So what are y'all doing fun? Anybody? Robin, what are you doing? You're doing what? Robin's just here drilling. Oh, pilot holes. And using the cool. She's working with some tools. Somebody's going to be doing some scrolling. Yeah, I just throwing out some guesses to participate, Robin. I keep winning. So I got a couple of scroll saw patterns you need to go claim because I don't, you know me, it's all I can do to do this, let alone, yeah. So now she needs her head. Now I could sew it on right there, but what's the fun of that? Yeah, I probably will. I'm going to come back in and just sew it to make it look prettier. You know what's going to happen when I put this girl on? Oh, she's going to get so hot. Oh, she's fixing to get hot. Let me just keep my hands away from that part then. But yeah, I think I should stitch her on just to make her look nice. I don't know why that would matter. And that. I'll work some of her yarn up. I know she looks so weird. Let's see how she's looking compared to her thing. Did we get too tall? How did she get so tall? Oh, her neck's so big. That's why. Oh, she's big as a man. I don't want her that big. Darn it. I didn't count for that head being, her neck is so long. Don't panic. There's a way to fix this. She's going to have long arms. And pull her arms apart. I know, right? Okay, thanks for stopping in, Patrika. They're starting with thunder and lightning. Ooh, that's terrible. Yeah, I'm going to make her body shorter. Let me see what happened when I did that. Did it help any? No, you're still an Amazon woman. I don't want your legs to be so short, but that's what we can do. She's going to have some super long arms. You do what you got to do. Well, I can make her arms broader. Her shoulders a little bit broader, which is not good either. Let me see. Is that helping you any? No, it's that big old neck you got. Oh, there's your heels. You're still a little on the tall side. I know we can do. I know how to fix this. I'm getting rid of this. It's got glue all over you anyway. Cutting you off. Who knew I'd have this much stuff to finagle? Oh, I tell you what, the glue holds really, really well. If anybody asks, 'tis a thing. I'm kind of like, could anything else just go ahead and go wrong while I'm at it? You know, on live. We never have that problem, do we? Who else does live streams other than Pat Doodles does? So she knows, and Robin, of course, does. So she knows. She knows what I'm talking about. All right, girl, you're just so big. Let me see what I can't do anything. I can barely make this work. Okay, plan B. I'm going to take down all this part up here. As I got so much of this stuff, it is not hurting to cut it off. Plenty to work with. And I may try tucking her neck into the hole, see if that helps. Or at least pulling it down as much as I can. I was a bit worried about these heads, and now I know why. And that helped. That was what I needed to do. I just needed to come down into off that too much padding on the top. And I'm fixing to squish the mess out of her to get it down on that body. Okay. I know. Put spray on there. Be sure it's a couple coats so that Mr. Super Clear ought to do it. This is why I don't do the hair right now, because it would just be a nightmare. All right, so with my body, I think we're there. So we ended up with your arms, woman. Are they like monkey arms? Pretty much. Yeah, they are. They're really long. Go ahead and hit this. Well, maybe not. I'm wondering. I know I'll never get it up in there. Let me see if I can make a glue needle. I know. Got my fingers. Yes, I don't like being on my stuff when it's thundering and lightning either. I've got you. I do. I understand that. I'm trying to create like a little eyelet. Not eyelet. What's the other one called? Shoestring thing. No, not wanting to work. I don't have my sharpest scissors out here either. It's a lot of my work. I'm just playing. I'm just experimenting. But that's what artists do. They just try things a little differently. Who needs stinking directions, right? I hate to cover up that much of her neck. I mean, I really hate to cover up her neck. Yeah, I don't want to cover up her neck. I'm just going to go back and sew her down with some, stitch it down. We'll tidy up the shoulders while we're at it. Yeah, it's one of those things. Once you get the hang of it, you can make them. You just got to learn how to get the hang of it. You got to take that extra time, figure it out. I don't know. I just like to have a certain pattern. Even though you'll never see her body again because her clothes are going to be covering her, I just like her to look good under there. All right, so excuse all the glue, and I don't like this. I need to work on her little booty too. I want this to be more on her hips and not so crawling up at an angle too. I want that more down. Yeah, so it's just, it wants to slide. So that foam would probably have helped with that. You got a big old knee. I see that. You see what we can't do with those thighs. Why we got you on the table. Okay, I just started it with the glue, but we'll see. Hook loop. Hook loop. Are you talking about the material or the actual tool? Which I do need to go to this because apparently I can't handle it. Are you talking about the hook tool or the Kathleen, or are you talking about the fabric? Like canvas. I think I have some of that canvas somewhere. So, kind of starting my countdown to the days before I get off of eBay. I mean, I'm sorry, eBay. No, I need eBay. Get off of YouTube, and I paid for a year of StreamYard. So to do the live streams and have partners and all that. And I think after that, which is, I think I'm done because I just know how for my whole life I've worked better just doing my own thing, and sometimes it is hard to do the live streams, and it's even harder to put all this time into it and trying. I mean, what's killing me, the time to set it up and clean up my studio, because I come out here and work in a dirty studio. I don't care, but I have to straighten it up if I have company coming, and to think, is that something I want to keep doing? But I do love making the miniatures. I will probably just post stuff on like photos and things like that on Instagram, but not do the live streams anymore. Not do the videos. Not do the YouTube stuff anymore. But there's a really fun thing that I think y'all should check it out. It's called I did add that into my community page about doing the July miniatures in July, and I printed out what all we're doing, but I did, when I went downstairs to find it, it had printed out like the whole page, and the list was like teeny tiny print. I thought, I can't even read this. So let me get our little thighs finished. This thigh finished. I'll show you a big difference. I mean, got a booty. You just don't have one. Sorry. I did my best. Yeah, I'm just kind of burnt out on the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I only have how many people? Like 4 people, and one of them is probably me. So thank you for those of you like Kathleen who are still here, and I think Robin's probably and Deb's probably just they're lurking. I appreciate that, but it's just getting to be a lot, and it's frustrating because I have spent the money, put the money for the camera and do all that kind of stuff. And, it's just getting old. Failure gets really old after a while. So I have to face that every day. I could do a lot more with my time. I wasn't worried about this. Anyway. Yeah, they just need a few wraps to get the thickness you want. I know this leg looks kind of short. I hope that's not a problem. Little metal pieces. Hook loop. No. Yeah, there you go. I just don't want you to end on a glue. Wrap that back up. I think I'm really too tired now with whatever this is going on. That's good. Yeah, I think I'm getting because of whatever this is. I do feel really exhausted at night. Whether it's fibromyalgia or who knows what's making me so tired that not sleeping either, but yet really tired. So I don't know, but evenings are really bad for me these days. And I mean, I've tried. I gave it the old college try. What can I say? Except, it didn't work. I keep making you bigger. I need to cut back some of your weight here. I don't know what to do with this. That's not working for you. We're going to help you lose some pounds right here. It's weird, something making weird noises in my studio. So I guess my air conditioner's doing that. Weird noises. You have no booty. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just when I figure out how to get my camera, I don't feel like this is in focus. I don't know what it's focusing on, but it doesn't feel like it's focusing on what I'm working on. It's like it's focusing back there. So it's probably not working, is it? Hook and eye, let me see. I have like some weird tools handy. Let me look what I got. I have I have a rug hooker somewhere. It's not handy. Of course it's not handy. Plus, I need to make some more time to sell my stuff on eBay because I got some stuff to. I'll miss you. I mean, you can't accurately call the project a failure. Inspired many people. Apparently, I have inspired a lot of people because now, like people who were not going live, I went live kind of early before some other people did, and now there's a lot more people going live that I had not been going live before, and that's part of it. Is they're like crisscrossing, and I was on someone's live, and I noticed a lot of people who used to come to my lives don't come to my lives anymore, and I'm just like, I don't need that. I mean, I just kind of don't need to live a life that's constantly getting my feelings hurt. Just saying. I mean, I can't make them like me. Right? Okay. I don't like that her booty's kind of raggedy looking in the back, but she looks good kind of good in the front. See how it keeps sliding. I don't want you to go in these places. All right, woman, you're pretty much there. So what I did, if I can find that pattern, I found this thing that just shows a lot of Victorian pattern pieces, for example, and maybe I didn't bring it in after all that. Oh, there's another page. I do have a good witch out. Oh my gosh, I love this witch coat. That is awesome. That is some awesomeness. You'll see that. Woo! Yeah, just kind of show you the different shapes of what the fabric would look like. And I brought some, I keep hitting my camera. I don't have good scissors out here for cutting fabrics. I just have my junky scissors. I got some scrap fabric, but this is just scraps. And I can sort of draw out what I want on my, I know this is not to scale, so I had to kind of think about that for a moment, but I can kind of look at a shape and figure out, well, she can't have this V-neck. I don't know if y'all can see it. She's got to have a neck that comes all the way up. And I really feel like her neck piece needs to be done. I like more to cover her body at first, and then we can add all the other stuff on top of it. I'm kind of looking at her little body too, what I think would kind of work on her. Kind of create a bodice. I do everything the hard way, don't I? So I'm gonna cut this out. It's almost like I need music or something to go with my sitting here not doing really anything important stuff. Kind of lay it out to see what it looks like. Kind of long. Well, little trims here and there. I like this because it will shape. It'll pull. Look at the back. So I think I should do the back first. That way I can lay over the other side. Yeah, I want that part of her body to show. I would rather that be visible. Let me see how this works. The beauty of all this, I can always just, hey Denise, thanks for joining me. And Tracy, hey, good to see you too. So I'm going to just run, hey, work on this hot glue. I'm telling you, this is some killer hot glue, and I just think my glue stick's empty. But she definitely needs a white body over this because I just think she's not going to look ghostly enough. If you can see that nude color or flesh, what do we call that? Beige color. It's just called sand. That's sand color. I was trying to find a good neutral color for every skin tone because it really, you never see this part. You shouldn't see this part with their clothing. I really should have on gloves for this, shouldn't I? Where's my things? My finger things. You see, hot. Get missed. Gary missed watching your live. Oh, Denise, so funny you were just saying that because I was just saying how I have a 1-year subscription to StreamYard to use their, this partnership plan they had so that Nancy and I can work together, or anybody. Oh my gosh. See, I hate this glue gun. I just got glue all over my stuff. And I said, once that runs out, I'm going to probably stop doing the lives. I'm not sure I'm going to continue to do the evening lives now. Found out Friday I have a fractured. Oh no. Oh no. That is terrible. Oh, that is horrible. I'm so sorry about that. Yep. That's not good. But yeah, I'm just kind of I'm just not getting enough out of especially the evening ones because I'm really tired in the evenings anyway. And it was great. I mean, it's been fun as far as me getting out here and working and getting some stuff done. But it is also just, I'm not getting many views and it's a lot of work for something. But yeah, I do get better. And now that they know what it is, I hope, at least you didn't hear like it didn't heal properly or anything, did you? Yeah, I'm just going to cut out random shapes to see if that fits her. And if it doesn't, I'll just cut another random shape, see if that fits her. I know that a lot of the stuff that I do is just kind of not what everybody else wants to do. So I think, you could still do the 20 hours. What's that? 20 hours, Robin. Oh, I've paid to have like a partnership and all that, and it's paid for. I mean, I paid for the year, so that was one of the things I thought. Well, I'll just continue to do it until that's up, and then probably just not do it after that. I see the orthopedic specialist on Wednesday. Okay. I said, Rob, I'm trying to keep a regular schedule, but it's it's just not working. It ain't not working. Yeah, I think I'm going to kind of like how this is going. As far as being so picky about how her body looked, and now I'm just covering it all with white. I know. It's one of those things. Oops. No. Tight. If I actually like folded darts in it, would that help? If I glued darts to make it? more of a shade that I want. Let me see something. I'm draping. Yeah, I kind of like that look. I'm going to try that. I'll proceed to burn my fingers off. Because I don't know where my little rubber things are. Who is able to keep up their little, fingertip things? Not this one. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Hey, Arthur, I really appreciated reading Billy's watching Billy's thing the other day and then reading some comments and stuff like that. Is that we're all kind of there. I think a lot of us are kind of going through that. Our value of our time moments, like what would we rather be doing? And I do love being artistic and creative, but I think a lot of the stuff I do, I don't. I know it's going to sound kind of, it's not crafty, and I mean it's hard to explain what I do because I don't even know what I'm doing until I start doing it. And I think another person I know is really good at that, and that's Robin. Robin just starts doing it. I mean, and that's the thing. I'm that kind of person who just has to start doing it, and it is hard to describe what I'm doing sometimes, especially in a live. And I'm the kind of person whose ADD is so bad. I kind of need to concentrate on what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't like. See, is that going to work the way I want you to? I don't know. Nope. Probably not enough of a give right there. So I thought using this cotton that's got a very big weave to it, that I would be able to move it around better. It's being weird. We gotta stuff it. She needs some boobies. Actually, she doesn't need any. That's the sad thing. She really doesn't need them. I'm taking you off. Hey, you know what? Maybe I should have pinned it. Robin is good. Robin is good. Robin is hilarious to watch. She is very entertaining. I mean, it really, because she is willing to make, just get out there and do it. She's a lot of fun. I don't know. I don't even know when I did my first live, but it was about the same. I mean, I've started noticing Robin at that time as well. And but I did not really noticed her is popping up as much until I started doing lives. And it was like Robin, Robin, Robin. And Billy. Robin and Billy. It's the Robin and Billy show. Yay. Yeah, I think that needs to be. Hey, what did I do wrong? I had cut it straight. You wouldn't know to look at it. Nope, not working. Not working. Although I've watched some videos where the feed is going so fast. How do you follow any conversations that are going on? That's another whole nother game. All right, here's part of my problem. I cut one side down too far. Let me cut the other side evenly. If that helps. Yeah, but that's, like I said, I did that probably, I don't want to say January, but maybe I did do it in January. So it's still a ways away before. And like I said, I may just stop doing the Thursdays and just do one day a week. Because I do enjoy doing it with Nancy. That was fun. But, it is fun doing it with somebody else. And I was hoping it would be a good way for people to, and I invited people to join me and things like that. But then people weren't available or just didn't want to do it with me. I could be honest with myself. They don't want to do it with me. So there's that. My harsh reality day here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of give her some. Oh, I'll hold it up here. I just feel like she just needed the I gotta cover that brown up. Bugs. Can make her a little garter or something. I mean, we call it not the garter, a thing that goes around her waist, which words I can't think of right now. Give her a tight waist. I finished all my holes, yay. Well, good for you, Rob. That's awesome. Yeah, that I gonna have to say those people who scroll, I got to give them a lot of credit. That's I gotta go scroll a circle, and I'm freaking out. I'm trying to think of anything I can do besides scroll it. But I know that scrolling is going to be the best way to do it. See, my scissors aren't very sharp. Where's some other scissors? Maybe I have something else. A little sharper. I doubt it. Not even. Wow. Could you get any worse? Nothing. Okay. Just because I just don't like corners. I want it rounded. Don't ask. I don't know why. It's my doll. I'm just playing. Yeah, I mean, I think a good example is like just today, knowing I had to do a live, and there's things I wanted to do, and just had stopped all the. If I just come out here and started working, I would have just worked, and it was the not doing stuff when I was ready to do stuff. That was another weird moment in my day. But this has been something coming on for a long time. Do you have a footstool? Me or who? Who needs a footstool? Tracy, my craft room is now my daughter's bedroom. Aw, really? It's nice to have them home, but yeah, it's nice to have a craft room too. Oh, you better get your leg straightened out. You need a longer leg on this side. There you go. Don't be pigeon-toed. Arms are kind of tubular, right? Like a tube or two tubes. Let's see what we got. I have a footstool. What are we footstooling? But then you get streamer. Was it Christmas? I thought it was after the first of the year for some reason. I had to go back and look. I mean, I was on StreamYard. I did, but I was just doing StreamYard. I was first I was doing OBS, and that was a program I was using first, and then I switched to StreamYard. But that was during the free. For her knee, yeah, keep her knee propped up. Yeah, absolutely. Then I switched over, and then I, all that stuff. And then I signed up for the partner. It's not partners. It's what is it called? It's where you have somebody teams. I signed up for teams and paid for that for a year. It was cheap. It was like so much cheaper if you go in and paid for the year versus monthly. But in the long run, yeah, well, I don't have to use it, but I paid for it. You know what I'm saying? I like to use it because I paid for it. It's so much easier than sewing a body, apparently. I don't know. Maybe it'd been easier to just sew the body. Next doll, we'll sew a body. No, don't glue down there. And when you're doing this, bring your good scissors. Anything else? I have a back surgery. Oh, I'm having a lot of trouble with my back. I mean, that's one of the problems with night times for me. It's just not, I'm just hurting so bad. And a lot of I always been in my back. I've had back problems. I can't remember not having back problems. It's been so long. Everything was, you know, it could have just been as easy, something as simple as when I fell off the horse. I hurt my back somewhere, but I do have a torn disc. So it just never wants to cooperate. It doesn't want to get well for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, I wish I had my shears out here. Because this stuff right here, cut that slack off. Always better to have more than you need and cut it back than it, but not if your scissors aren't any good. Yeah, my scissors aren't going to cut it. Let me see what else I got. Going through all the scissors. Oh no, I know those won't work. Man. There's some 100-year-old shears, and they're rusty. They look like something out of a horror movie. Oh, but they're cutting better than anything else because they are shears after all. They are actually sewing shears. Not much better. Honey, don't you want to sharpen some scissors? Yeah, the scissors are not snipping. There's no snippies on these scissors. All the snippy is gone. Now I'm trying to do where I can overlap this too. Doesn't want to cooperate. All right, so let me tell you what I have been watching. I have lost my mind. That's it. That's all over. The guy feeding his seagull. And I don't know why I find that if y'all have seen Steven Seagal, the seagull, oh my gosh, that is the funniest thing. So I find you never hear him talk. He's always using wow, that could be why my scissors aren't working. Look, you see them? They're not meeting. They're so messed up. Oh, you're going to trash. I'm not even going to deal with you. So anyway, I said, oh, honey, I want you to watch the seagull. It's just hilarious. I don't know why it's so entertaining, but it is. I just think the way the guy does it is so cute. This is fixing to have to be a go get your good scissors out of the house project. So anyway, he feeds his seagull, and he's actually known the seagull. He said he does finally tell you the whole. I guess at some point you hear the whole story, but I think the seagull was really young when he started feeding him, and it's actually a her because of him. Steven Seagal, like Steve Seagal, you know. Oh well, I guess he finally, my husband's gonna come watch it with me, and he's actually talking on it. I went, oh no, it's really talking, and he sounds like he's almost Scottish or something, or maybe he's from Wales. I don't know. I can't get all my accent straight. So it's just it's entertaining. It's just what he does. He does these little shorts. So if y'all seen those, let me know. We'll leave the live running. Be back shortly, hope. Oh, thank you, Denise. I appreciate that. Okay. I don't know. Maybe put some Mod Podge on there. Yeah, got to sleep. I it that way. I already know that's too long, so taking that off. You can always change doctor. I've changed doctors, and I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. If you're talking about me, I have changed doctors. Oh, I liked my doctor. He just moved, and then I do like my new doctor. I mean, I don't know though. We're talking small town here, you know. There's just not a lot of. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to that country doctor. He's like, yeah, I got nothing. I don't know, boy, dear. You're on your own. Yeah, but you got a bed, did all that kind of stuff. Just thinking, man, I need to try this. Man, I need to try that. So not working. I want some ice cream tonight. I might have to go out and get me some ice cream. Feel like a good night fright. Oh no, I didn't get myself enough slack, girl. Girl, you need some more stuff to turn. What did you do? Aw, Jerry, I think you cut the wrong side. Pretty sure I did. It's a bummer. Maybe I can turn it. Let me see. Oh, I need a little bitty bit. Oh yeah, I got plenty. I got plenty. Okay, you're gonna go too. All right. Well, I might. No, what time is it? Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, I'm probably fixing to wrap it up. I just thought I'd get a little farther along. I mean, may as well keep y'all on while I'm doing this, because I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning with the stuff that I got, the dollhouse stuff. I will tell y'all that. I mean, I knew I wasn't gonna sleep. I just couldn't sleep, so why go to bed? May as well stay up and play. Try to sort it all out. And so I did end up with a pretty decent sized box. And the good news is, in order to get my money back, I probably need to sell. I could sell, I mean, unless I could sell 100 things, there's 1,000 things in there. So if you want to count, thing for thing. So I did come up with some stuff to sell and kind of working on that, listing stuff to get my money back on that. And yeah, that's kind of how you have to do it. I pay for my hobbies on eBay. Plus, I always got Barbies I can sell. Don't get off on our account. I'll stay here. Oh yeah. Oh no. I just it is what it is. I know everybody'd rather be watching Charles. Wouldn't be mind watching Charles. But I think I'm gonna go jeeping or something this evening. Go get some ice cream. No, sound good? Tracy, what's this? What? Yay, Tracy's still here. Okay. I am going to touch up the back. Oops, let me show this one. I'm going to touch up the back a little bit better with, so that with something, like Mod Podge or something, kind of clean up those edges, because they're just going to continue to fray like that. And I really don't want that. I mean, she's going to be covered with clothing, but the white body is definitely going to make the ghostly clothes look so much nicer. Let me see what I need in the way of a tube. This is not how you sew, people. I know this. I know how to sew. This is not it. Yeah, I think I can cut these in half. So yes, if you get bored one night, saying, what was Sherry say? Oh, the sea is an absolute nothing video. It's just a little short video. He's just so funny. He's just so, I don't want to say funny. It's not like a super comedic act. It's just so sweet and simple. And that makes you smile. And sometimes you just need to smile. Because a lot of things happen during the day. Ain't worth smiling over. Hot fingers. Ow, I burned myself. Thank you, Kathleen. I'm glad to see y'all. Yeah, I can see I have a few people. I have 5. I usually don't watch that because I just do it. I always say, hey, it's better making videos. So, oh my gosh. But I hate editing. Who loves to edit? Nobody. I don't know why. I mean, that editing could be fun. You just kind of sit and watch TV, just, edit. But it's just not that much fun. I have a sewing machine. I never use it. Me too, Kathleen. I do too. I am with you. And I did use it, for costumes and things. And I messed it up and I have to fix it. And that's why I haven't used it. Because I ran some satin. It was like a stretchy fabric, actually. Kind of like a lame kind of stuff. But it was really stretchy. Oh my gosh. Totally wrecked it. Didn't I? Correct it. Love that word. Words we have learned while watching Robin. I wrecked it. And now I'm trying to figure out how to do this part right here. I did not give myself a whole lot of extra fabric for this, but we'll make it work. We'll put some long johns on her if nothing else. Like a little booty flap in the back, you know, like long johns have. Oh, you did not give yourself much overlap on that one. Is this my other one? I guess so. I don't see anything else. Guess it was. What else? Deb says, I like the loyal Scott. I'm still here. Yes, you are. Thank you. I just realized I got hot glue on my paint, and you know what that's going to do? I'll pull that paint right off. Yeah, so I'm putting it on upside down like this, and then folding it back. Yeah, right where I just did that. I figured that problem. Now, we didn't get a lot of the stuff that we wanted to get done in the spring this year. I don't know what happened, and we were off. I mean, we tried. We just had a lot. We just had a lot going on, other than than doing eBay stuff. I mean, doing YouTube. I was trying to do eBay stuff too, YouTube stuff. So I've been doing eBay a lot lately, as you can tell. I can't get it off my brain. It's like I'm always doing searches for stuff, and then you find things that you like, and you're like, why don't I just buy this too? I don't know. That's why, yeah, it can be bad. All right, we'll try this again. Jerry remind me of my aunt. Oh, I hope you like your aunt. I hope that was a nice thing. I have good aunts. I like my aunts. There went my tape, my dish. I knew it keeps sticking to my glue gun, and it pulls it, and it just finally gave way. I'm sick. Yeah, I think it's been easier to sew this body at this point. Hey, it had probably been easier to hand sew this body at this point. What am I doing? Well, okay. Does she like just a lot of stuff? Like to do stuff? Tell me more. Can't just leave it at that. Oh my gosh, my scissors are so bad. They're horrible. These are useless. My husband to come get out here and sharpen some stuff. He does like to sharpen things. Take this under her little that cute little thing I made for her. We had it kind of rounded on the ends so I could tuck everything over and make it look neater, a little bit neater. I mean, it is glued and frayed. You can't tell it. It's like she's wearing some kind of long underwear. I know, turn away. That's the other thing. I don't want. I can't stay focused on where my camera is either. It's not. I just can't get into this at all. See how it's fraying. I think a good cut of Mod Podge fix all that, wouldn't it? Especially you can get the fabric kind that's kind of that moves a little bit. Well, at least her body's covered up now, so she won't have. Except for that part right there, that did not work. Yeah, ice cream be sounding really good. Not chocolate. Oh, Lordy. Chocolate and me, not a friend. I think it's been keeping me up too. Yeah, I just really want to put something and cover her booty. I can't stand that. I don't like that whole back thing going on there. So do as I is seeing after I've done this, wouldn't y'all have put like a cute little it would have been easier just on the body than to do this. And then just put it on like clothes, you know. I don't even know what I'm doing. What am I doing? No idea. Let's see what I got to work with here. I'm not going to fix that problem. Don't be too big. May look a bit tinier, just a little bit. She had passed to walk on other places. Oh, what? She was a hoarder. My house looks like really looks like a hoarder right now for sure, because I developed this idea and I was wrong. And now I'm working through it. Is that I was tired of taking stuff downstairs to list on eBay. So I said, I'm just going to leave it where it is and list it. But I needed to get it out of my room to my office in order to do a video for my son. So when I did that, it just never kind of made it back in back into my office. And so all that stuff that I had in there to list is now in my hallway. Let me see what's going to happen with you if I try to sit you down. Is this going to stretch? I'm gluing it to her while her butt's down. I know, that's brilliant. That makes sense. So right now, yeah, I have a couple of paths in the hall because of that, because of the eBay mess. eBay is not good as far as a minimalist lifestyle, unless you're doing some kind of a resale thing where you're like a drop ship, which I'm not. I'm obviously not a drop ship. So that's very much a problem right now. That I probably wouldn't be having if I think a lot of that is part of being on YouTube as well, is that it was so much fun doing the haul videos and things like that. It kind of encourages you to do stuff that you really don't need to be doing like that. So another good reason to not do it. And I've always been a person who just likes to do things for me. I never felt like I needed to do something just to show somebody else I did it. I do a lot of stuff. As my husband says, well, can't you just do art for art's sake? Be that person. I don't know what happened. All these collabs. Collabs did it to me. Kind of changed me. And not in a good way. So that's my story. Now my goal is to just stick to my goal, and that's to keep doing it. To keep doing. Yeah, I'm not having. This is not working out the way I want it to at all. I thought if I gave her some slack, that would help her. But I don't know. All right. Out that there's glue hair everywhere. All right, so my little body, like I said, hindsight being what it is, she looks like a mummy. I think she would have been better off had I just made her a body, just made her a little outfit and sewn it and put it on her, than to try to do it this way. But her outfit's going to be very loose, and so hang on a second. You can, oh, gosh, the strings everywhere. Unfortunately, all my pretty yarn laces are not white. I really need her to have white on. But in digging through my lace hoard, I mean, I do have pieces like these. See that little bit of off-whiteness? I don't know. I guess I could trim that up with something else. It needs to be taken up more. Where's my picture? I can sort of just build her a very lacy outfit. Out of something like this. I also have white. I need white. That's some pretty whites. I mean, I need to gather this more, but I like that one's white. You know, the pattern's so big. That is a little bit of a deal. I'm not loving the big pattern. And I have this one, which you could kind of work into something else. I don't think you're going to work. You're just waiting to work. This one has a smaller pattern if you use it right. Those big flowers, just like, oh. Put this over netting. I think it would look pretty too. Like not netting, but like that tulle stuff, that real thin stuff we made. That's on. That is on. I'm trying to look at something real quick. Oh no, that's not the one. That you make all those ribbons or out of. It comes on like a spool. Yeah, so I could gather this. That is really hard. This is precious. I do love this. That's a good size for her too, as far as the hey Danae, see back. As far as her scale, this does make a nice, I would need to gather it some, but that does make a nice size for her. Little body. Cute. Cute. Oh, what else? I'm digging those other stuff I like. I had this, but I see the flowers are just so big, and I'm just, wait a second. I wonder if I did this kind of backwards so that the white didn't really show. I mean, the flowers don't show. That's kind of nice right there, as far as her. And just hide the flowers for her sleeves. That might work, but you know. Gather it on this side. And then she needs like another big. I'm seeing if y'all can figure out how this is kind of all going together. I love this stuff right here. This is like done. My job is done. But I think I'm going to go look for my tool to see what I can do with that. And look, this stuff right here is ready made. Let me see what you need to look like. I do love this. This is an open like jacket, but I should make an under thing and then put that make a jacket for her. But yeah, I think if I gathered this more, she can be lacy. So that's just fun stuff. One more thing. One more. Where's that other stuff? It's really different. See, most of the laces have big old flowers on it. I love this. And of course, now I'm getting all my lace tangled up. If I throw it down, you can see how yellowed that is. I love that. It's so small. Perfect for her, but it's the wrong color. Here's some more. Here's some stuff right here. I just have a tiny bit of. So let me see what we can do with that. That would make a good for your collar somehow. That comes down over your shoulders. Like that. And then we have the little stuff here. Closer around your neck. Ooh, just do it backwards. We'll give you a neck with like lace going up. How about that? That's kind of cool. See how much fun this is going to be? Is she making it? What? Oh, dinner? Huh? Aw. Oh, I kind of like that collar going up too. So we start playing with things and they just kind of become, it's so much fun. I wish I didn't have to go like all the way down her. Hey, maybe I do. Let's see if I had enough to go all the way down like her jacket with this size. That would look nice. And then use that. Okay, so yeah, you see where I'm at? So now I just got to find something cool to make her dress. I have white satin. Hate me some white satin. But that's always a good go-to when you need to, make a ghostly outfit. So yeah, there's my lady in her little all white outfit. Does she look like a little ghost now? Yeah. Except the back of her looks really scary. And yeah, let me unplug my curling gun. Let me unplug my glue gun. Well, I'm thinking about seeing my big yellow. Like, don't forget to unplug this. Yeah, don't forget to unplug your glue guns, guys. Always a good thing. Isn't that right? So until Tuesday, my tongue. What did you do to your tongue, Robin? Oh, is that what Robin? Thank you, Kathleen. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. We're going for creepy cute. That's for sure. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. I know I ran a bit longer than I thought it was going to. What time is it? Yeah, about 20 minutes longer. But I appreciate y'all being here and sticking it out with me. I really enjoy that. And it's good hanging out with the peeps. And I will catch y'all later. Oh, Sour Patch Kids. Awesome. Good job. Bye, everybody. Bye. Actually, I can tell everybody bye who's here. I think Nancy's still here, Kathleen, Robin, and Denise. Thank y'all so much for being here. Bye.